Heyo, everybody! I'm a Nick, and welcome to VHS Plays Super Metroid. The first part, anyway. I decided on this as my longer playthrough series, so I decided how I usually play it is just with Mega Man X controls, and that's setting my item select to X.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Anywho, I think I won't voice these over for this one. But I was just trying to get at that. Yeah, I generally use Mega Man X controls, set the select your weapon button to X, and the cancel button for it is where it would normally be. Anyways, this introduction scene is just going to recap the first two Metroid games, so not too much to it, but I actually kind of really liked how it came through over the VHS tapes because I've kind of been playing it on my Switch and the colors are like so much brighter. It kind of takes away from the moody scene and all that. So, yeah, kind of gives it a lot of that cheery atmosphere I think they were initially shooting for. Anyway, that baby Metroid has been delivered to the space station Ceres, and they're like, ooh, this will be good for civilization. But little do you know, there may always be a little something around the corner, you know? Like you're trying to do your good thing, and you get so blinded by trying to do your good thing that you never know when something might go ahead and strike, so Samus will end up going and doing her own thing. Unfortunately for us, there's always going to be something right around the corner. I'm trying to do this foreshadowing for far too long, but yeah, here we go. Not long after she left, the station is under attack. So let's go! I don't think Samus was very happy about that. What do you think? Yeah, things are a little, quiet. Too quiet. I'm just showing off a gameplay mechanic I'm gonna show off more later, and dead. Just death. And the baby Metroid is missing. Where could the baby Metroid be? Could it be past this hall? Well, there it is. But we might want to back up a little bit. Because surprise Ridley, suckers! Yeah. Ridley comes back from Metroid 1. And if we follow, like, the games that have come out since, yeah, we know Ridley's been around, because thanks, Metroid Prime. But, under the context of 1994, this is Ridley's first reappearance, so I ended up finding a pattern for this, and I decided to just I went for the we're gonna just keep shooting Ridley's until he drops the baby Metroid for a second. I know it's not faster, but damn it, I wanted to shoot Ridley. Anywho, we already have a self-destruct sequence, so let's just leave. I will go ahead and say this now. I'm not good enough to be a speedrunner of this game. I just like this game casually. Yeah, the movement tech is awesome and whatnot, but I don't want to give my hands carpal tunnel. At least more so than I've already probably given them at this rate. But we have a space station to get away from, so let's just do that, shall we? Yeah, all the steam is meant to just slow you down, but there we go. Let's get out of here. Ooh, that crunchy VHS tape sound. Hey, I'm gonna cut you the jib-jab of, here's the planet, we're going down. Because that's what video editing is for, am I right? Samus, get on out of there. Ah, here we are, planet Zebes. The dreary rain. But we have a mission to do, so let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Even the caverns are quiet. Once more, a little too quiet as things skitter away.
NANI?
Almost like we cannot, get down on our legs just, we can't go in small holes, and I've also decided to cut away the door transitions just to speed things up a little bit. But yeah, this should look very familiar if you've played the first Metroid game, because this was the original escape sequence from Torian. And this is Mother Brain's original chamber from Metroid 1. So yeah, this is the remains of that explosion, and things got changed around a little bit, because we're gonna descend right down here to the entrance of the very first Metroid game. Kinda like, welcome back, but things are still very eerily quiet. As we grab our first ability, the Morph Ball, or Morphing Ball as it calls it. Did you know I don't like being spied on? So let's go ahead and use that Morph Ball to, we can have Metroid crawl now. Anyway, here's a look at the status screen. You can actually turn off your power-ups if you want, but usually you won't be doing that. So we have another red door here, but it's red, and the beam can't shoot it down. But if you're familiar with any kind of Metroid game, we're about to get a weapon just for the purpose of this. The missiles. So yeah, you just select your weapon, and you'll be able to fire those missiles. This will be the final game in which it takes 5 missiles to shoot a missile door down. They have another missile power-up for you here if you want. There is one other power-up here you could try to get a bit later, but as of right now, you can't get it. It takes, this energy tank here. As of right now, we cannot get it, even though we currently have a better jump than we have in the first Metroid game. But it's also because Samus's sprite is so much bigger here. But once we've gotten ourselves equipped, almost like they knew of our presence here or something. Luckily, these space pirates don't take much. Just a single shot will put them in the grave. And you need to kind of shoot them all down. Actually, no, I don't think you need to shoot them all down to proceed. And then you have to actually climb all the way back up with some space pirates on the walls. So I'm going to show off the wall jump here for a bit. I'll explain a bit more once we actually get to the area where it's tutorialized, but we're not getting there in this video. I'll tell you that much right now. But now that we have all of our new armaments, the critters have come out to play. Would you look at that? The big critters are... take a few more shots. Or you could just straight up use a missile if you want to take them out immediately. These guys can be a little annoying, but it's not much of a problem. But now's the time where I get to explain that this is the first Metroid game with both an on-screen and dedicated map screen. Players in 1994 will tell you that this is a godsend for new players. So, unfortunately, while we have the Morph Ball, we still can't get that power up yet. But we can still go through here to get our first save room! Hallelujah, save rooms. And then from this point on, I really don't know what happened with the tape, but I lost this chunk of audio and things get desynced, so I kind of have a little fun with some memeing once we get to this particular room here. Because we have to get another main power-up! The Morph Ball Bombs. Yeah, I had a little fun with that. If I was fast enough, I would have been able to get through that door. But now we have to fight a boss. So let's go ahead and do our little... It doesn't really take much to beat that boss at all. Just shoot missiles into its gut and also just shoot its gut with whatever you got, and it's basically dead. So use those Morph Ball Bombs to get you out of here, because otherwise you're pretty much trapped. But with those Morph Ball Bombs, we could finally go ahead and collect this power-up here. It's just another set of missiles. But I will not complain about more shooty explosion things. And I tried going back down here to see if I could collect the energy tank with the bombs, but I am super bad at it. So I do show off that you can go into Morph Ball mid-air. But anyway, you're supposed to bomb this part here. When in doubt, just hit a wall with whatever is in your arsenal. And this is supposed to be the first energy tank you're supposed to collect because they throw it right in your way. So I go ahead and do that now. These space pirates, they don't take kindly to missiles, so use those. And this is a rather ominous section here. So if we go ahead and open the door here, we got bosses! And not only is Ridley back, but Kraid's here too. Isn't that gonna be fun? But let's descend into Brinstar, shall we? This is some cool music, I will definitely say this. A little more upbeat than before. I'll give it that. I will also tell you now, I am terrible at the mock ball trick, so I think I attempted? Nah, I don't think I do. I just collect the missiles that are here and go on with my way. But if you can do the mock ball glitch, you can actually get yourself some early super missiles, which is really handy. You can actually skip a mini boss temporarily if you do that. What was in here again? What was this, like another map room? Yeah, this was the Brinstar map room. So let's go ahead and show that off there. Yes. So yeah, you get quite a bit of the map, but you don't get all of it. Anywho, here's our good old friend, Save Room! And this particular section is the first one that shows off these glowing bugs here, where if you hit them, or shoot them for any reason, you will kill the lights, and it will be much harder to navigate through here. You can if you've got it memorized, and we have recharge stations, so that's neat. And then here's me showing things get dimmer if you take them down. And then this part's a little awkward at the moment just because we don't have all of the good things in our kit. And, he died of morph bombs. We'll be back at that section later. Try not to get dudes diving into your face. And now we have two ways we could go. We could go down or up. Up is ultimately the way we need to go, but there's a few items we can acquire by going down first. And this is normally an obstacle we wouldn't have to deal with until later, But let me show you off a little wall jumping trick you could do to snag some missiles early. But as we keep going, he got trapped. Sucker. Yeah, I ate that one, that's for sure. These missiles are just sitting here. But this isn't the real prize in this section. So as you can see, this is obviously fishy. Give it a good bumba. And we have ourselves our first beam power-up, the Charge Beam. Say, do you like your Mega Buster? Do you like it when your gun goes... And then this suspicious thing, we're not going to be able to tackle that for quite a while.
Now here's a weird fucking door.
Yeah, I decided to be funny. You get the one F-bomb. But yeah, the other colored doors, the green one, we're actually going to be able to deal with very soon. But the orange one is going to take a bit. Anywho, save room! And then these guys, you can actually take out with either the charge shot, but if you hold a charge and then jump, you may notice that Samus will go into some funny colors when she somersaults. You can actually leap into an enemy with that and do a lot of damage. For most of the enemies here, you will probably insta-kill them. Yeah, that's a weird thing you could do if you hold a charge shot and go into Morph Ball. Depending on what you have selected for your weapons, it's something different. Anywho, this boss is called Spore Spawn. Shoot your missiles when it opens up. It's kind of a boring boss, honestly. If you got the early super missiles, you can kill this thing in 4 shots. But I don't, so I have to shoot multiple missiles at it. And it does get faster after a certain point. But if you stay in the corner here, you're basically safe. So just keep waiting for it to open up, shoot your missiles, and then you can eventually, you know, make this thing wilt. Just like this. And the Spore Spawn will then become a platform for you to jump on. So don't forget to grab the spoils. And then I was an idiot trying to climb up this, so I'm going to do another little jump cut. Because I end up falling down the hole again, like a dummy. But now, once we get past this little part here and jump on top of this, we're going to get a missile upgrade. So those green doors get shot down by super missiles. This is easily the most powerful thing in your arsenal for a long time. But you don't get a whole lot of super missiles, so use them wisely. Luckily, they are able to be dropped by enemies, and they're powerful enough to shake the freaking ground. That's right. They force you to use a second super missile here. I believe this part is actually supposed to tutorialize you for a part that's going to come through soon enough. Basically, once we get past this door and into this section. Yeah, we won't be dealing with that door until the next episode, I will tell you this. But yeah, let's go through this tube here by doing more wall jumps. It gets you more missiles! They're never a bad thing to have lying around. So go ahead and get through this one-way door. It'll be one way for now. And then for this particular part here, when I was referencing the mock ball trick, there's some collapsing doors, I'd like to put it. So basically, by doing the mock ball trick, your morph ball goes faster than intended. Also, to kill this thing easily, you can either just bomb it like that, or shoot a super missile in its face. That's another weird little symbol, wouldn't you say? Once again, we'll be back for that. We're not coming back for a bit here. And this will be our first energy recharge station. They're not always necessary, because whenever you pick up an energy tank, you will get a complete full heal. It is very convenient. And coming up past this door is another little secret here, which you should remember to do your wall jumps, folks. Of course, I'm being a little silly. So what you do is first you bomb this part, and then just shoot this part. And then we get ourselves an optional upgrade. So if we could go ahead and shoot that, we get the Spazer Beam, or as known in later entries, the Wide Beam. So now we shoot 3 beams. Isn't that nice? Just had to show off the charge variation, and the easy way out is you can do this. Just make sure you don't get caught like I do here. It's a little silly. So let's navigate past all of these guys. And coming up here is a funny little tube. Which, if you stay on the title screen, you can watch a demo for that. What happens with that tube. Also, I show off here that we can use a super missile for this. And come on, me. Show it off. It took me a moment to decide, do I want to show this off here now? With good enough wall jumping, you can get up here without a power-up, but I decide against it, and I go get the power-up. So we're going to descend down into Norfair. There's not really a lot we can do here right now with our current suit. This area has a lot of heated places because we're getting deeper and deeper into the planet. And if you don't go with the right protection, you will burn yourself. It sucks. I don't know why I cut it out, but yeah, this is another part we'll come back to later. But that's also a thing you can use the mock ball trick on to go ahead and get an early power-up later. Because we're going to need some heat protection first. This is another energy tank that you just kind of throw in your way. So it's very much possible to escape this room with wall jumps. Because we'll be going through that door in a moment. Come on, me. There we go. We got the wall jumps. Get that other wall jump. It would actually be much easier to get this missile power up with the next upgrade we are going to get in this room. You can actually break all 3 of those blocks, but I was an idiot and decided to just do that. But I decided we're not jumping good enough. We can now jump way better, much earlier in the game. Hallelujah. Yeah, that's how you're normally supposed to do it. And this door won't unlock unless you've killed that one enemy. So let's go ahead and super missile that block down. And then high jump like we're supposed to get to a boss area. Yeah, they hide a breakable block there. That door's not going to unlock for a little bit, but we'll show that off a bit later. Oh yeah, these guys will take 3 Spazer shots or a single charge shot to defeat. And personally speaking, I hope that Discord beep doesn't come through on the audio track, but if it does, it does. Anywho, there's 2 breakable blocks we can take care of now. We can go ahead of this one for save room! We have something coming up for this save room. And the other one is, if it looks a little suspicious, shoot it with whatever's in your arsenal. We can take care of these guys pretty easily with beams, missiles, or whatever. But we've got some spikes here. Kraid, you're looking much smaller than I'm used to. And it doesn't take very much at all to shoot you down. And I decided no energy power-up left behind. Up through here is a recharge station for both your energy and normal missiles. The recharge stations do not refill super missiles. And yup, that poor folk is dead. Now with these doors, you can either shoot 3 missiles or a single super missile to get you through. But these always house a boss. And by boss, I mean major boss. Hi, Kraid! Yeah, he got much bigger since the NES days, didn't he? Try your best to get his mouth open and then shoot missiles, or especially super missiles in his gullet. Shoot one missile, super missile specifically in his gullet, and look at him now! Shooting those belly spikes out that you can ride as a platform. So just make sure to try and not get your shots blocked. And the fight will be pretty easy. Unfortunately, I'm a goof and run out of super missiles, but regular missiles will do the job just fine. Kraid is not hard at all. In fact, he's already almost dead based on the color he is. Yup, he's dead. And those spikes will still hurt you if they haven't completely crumbled away. So make sure to pick up all the little power-ups that he drops. And it's time for the iconic Various suit. Let's go! Ah, the shoulder pads feel much roomier. And we've also got a defense upgrade, and we can now deal with heated areas, but we gotta kill the Kraid baby one more time. And that's gonna be everything for this first part of VHS Plays Super Metroid. I hope you guys stick around. I'm having a lot of fun recording this. And I hope you see you guys in the next one. See you guys next time.